Nice to be on
Yes.
one more panel, one more webinar, and share and learn a lot. So I'm Ralph. I head the JSW Steel Administration in Tornagar, which is a 10,000-acre campus, and we manage a small city here. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐬𝐷 is managed at this place, just like any other city in the country, and that gives me a large amount of activity to be done, to be busy throughout the day, and also help and serve close to 100,000 people here on a daily basis. We manage 100,000 people here in about 10,000 acres. I'm sure Ranit is from Jamnagar. Similar capacities there and larger capacities in some of those places. Ranit, are you with the Jamnagar refinery?
Yes.
These are all large campuses which take this activity. So without spending much time more, I would like to start this discussion by saying that challenges, their own little unique activities, their own little differentiators from a society in a city or an industrial complex or an office complex. It has got its unique requirements. So today, as the first round of the subject, we would like to take these unique requirements, and I would want all the panel members to share the unique requirements and also the challenges that we face because of these unique requirements, largely keeping in mind industrial cleaning, hygiene, sanitation, and the overall upkeep of the facility, which is the main topic of today. Not other things, but let us focus on industrial cleaning, which is the main thing. So I would like all the panel members to share first, and then I will come at the end of it. So Ranit, you can start with from you. Then we can go to CP Singh, Nilesh, and then. So thanks to Ranit, Chandra Pratap Singh, and Nilesh. Lot of insights. I have been handling now townships. That's really nice, share. I was smiling because being with bears and leopards as part of my township residence. True stories. I'm not saying for the
Making
leopard.
you.
Yeah. And we
I
have
thought
made
it
them
was your
friends.
favorite animal.
In a way, the leopard comes in. I have got a number of snakes. If you open my WhatsApp and go to the pest control group, at least minimum of 4 snakes per day. It can go up to 20 snakes per day where we relocate. We don't harm anybody. We put them in a gunny sack and then we relocate them. So I'm dealing with quite a number of 300 peacocks also, which is a good thing to do. And what Mona asked was the precise answer that I was also looking for. The point that we wanted to make is, in industrial townships, what is the unique elements and what are the challenges what we face? So first, let me tell you one point that is unique in an industrial township. Any industrial township is never close to any major city or close to any resource availability which is there. You take Jamnagar refinery. When I went there in 1998, 99, 2000, I set up the neighboring plant and the neighboring township. There was no resource available. Today, of course, this has become a big hub. When I was in Gujarat, in Surat, in Hazira, we had no resource. So all industrial townships, even today, to be part of any city. So the challenge is being away from the main hub of resources. Can be anything. You can't put a Domino's or a McDonald's there because the truck will have to come 200 kilometers to serve you. That is not cleaning, but still, I'm just trying to explain what I'm making my point. So one is the resource management is the one big challenge that we have in any township. And if there are 5, 6 industries in a cluster of townships, the resource tends to move from one place to another based on the offer made by people. So retention is the second part of it. The third part of this unique is most of these industrial townships are placed in rural or local surroundings, which has got huge influence of the locals, leaders, politicians, bureaucrats, local villagers, XYZ. So I want to put a professional agency like, let us say ABCD, Sodexo or BVG or Sila or whoever you want to name it. But the local leader may come and tell me, Bhaiya, all this you stop. I have got 30 people with me. You put them in your plant. Otherwise, I will do this. So where do I get skill and profession in this? Where do I get skilled people and on-the-job training? And if they do anything wrong, CP is part of my team. We go through this every day. CP Sandhya Pratap Singh. So the fellow doesn't come for 3 days. If I penalize him, then I get a gun from somewhere else. So we have to manage this. So I'll come to how we manage these challenges a little later. So that is one of the major challenges that we face in the townships, industrial townships. I am specifically talking to cleaning as well. Now in industrial townships, unlike a city or a society in a city, everything is to be done by us as corporate leaders. I'm just giving you one example which is very, very practical. And every day I make it a point to visit this area. Today morning, my garbage truck doesn't come to collect garbage. What will happen to my township? Let us say in the township where I'm speaking from right now, I'm sitting in the township and speaking. We have 2,500 houses. 2,500 houses, the garbage from there will either be in the house or most of the residents, if they get agitated, will come onto the road. So such serious is the cleaning requirement of a township, and to get another resource in this area or in any industrial township is not so easy. You cannot move from the factory or the plant because the plant may be closed, but that's also got their own challenges. Unlike a city where the municipal corporation job is to bring the van, take the people, and if it doesn't come, there's another mechanism. All municipal cities, Samona knows, they have surplus. If they are supposed to have 100 trucks, they will have 120 and extra manpower taking the leaves and the rotation. But in industrial townships, the challenge is 7 days of the week, same time. For example, there I am. We manage 7 townships with almost 50,000 people. 24/7, we have to take care of it. Even Sunday, I get up and say, that garbage truck ka bell aaya ki nahi aaya? Is the bell ringing outside my house at 8:45? Yes, it's ringing. That means everything is in place. It is a challenge in the township. The next big part in the township, or all people live in a common purpose. Let us say I am in JSW, or let us say Ranit is in somebody is from Adani or somebody, and they are all our townships. Hierarchy is there. You may do 99%, is not done. And in a township, hierarchy matters. Like in a society or in a place where it is a common city, there is no hierarchy. So you have enough of pressure and enough of activation that comes on to the cleaning levels. So at any point of time, you have to maintain the best of meritorial standards that has to be there, which CP rightly said, if your SOPs are in place, anybody, any kind of disturbance or any kind of activity can be addressed by these SOPs, which is the solution to this. Because every week or every weekly more than 2-3 times, there is somebody important coming to visit the township for various activities. Maybe the promoters themselves, maybe investors, maybe people who are meaning to the company. Somebody wants to invest 1,000 crores in your company. They want to come and see. And at every point of time, you have to keep the townships spick and span and top class in shining position. For that, you cannot do it in one day. So always you maintain it, then there is no question VIP aa raha hai, nahi aa raha, it will be always the same. That is what we do here. We don't have any pressure. I'm sure that's what I saw also in the Jamnagar township. There is no pressure, because the SOPs are in place and we take care of them. The third thing is, the next point is, ownership is completely with you. I don't know how many of you stay in RWAs or are part of RWAs. You know what is RWA? Resident Welfare Association. Chennai, Delhi, wherever. If you stay in a society, this RWA is the most gossip mongering, most interesting WhatsApp group if you go and see that. Everybody fighting with each other, largely related to cleaning and other rules. But here, because many people don't share the responsibility, here, nobody can fight because the buck stops at you as the leader or the person who manages the township. So you are the owner. So if industrial cleaning needs to be done there, deploying any kind of methodology, any kind of system, any kind of activity has to be done. Nilesh said a very interesting point which I would like to reiterate. Different terrains. So in a township, different terrains are there. How will you do staircase cleaning? To do temple cleaning, you have to do resident area cleaning, you have to do club cleaning. You have got even, for example, facade will be there, swimming pool will be there, which is not part of any office. So there are unique challenges in townships which are different skills that needs to be owned by the professional who is there to learn all this. Suppose you maintain a gym. What is the air quality inside the gym? How many people are sweating because they are working hard? So how to manage that gym? In the office also it may be there. A club may be there. A cinema may be there. A community hall may be there. N number of things may be there. So these are all part of challenge of a township that comes to be there. The next part of it is, unlike again a city or a township, all industrial townships are bound by compliances. Discharge water, how much is going to be given? Air pollution is going to be how much level? What is the waste management protocol? What is the compliance that needs to be followed? Every township has to submit because it's part of a corporate. Suppose, let us say in our case, we don't comply in the township, the larger company can get affected. I hope all of you understand what I'm telling you. Though we are a small group, so I thought I can take a little more time to tell you. Is it clear what I'm telling you? Does it make sense? We are trying to say the compliance is very important. Every single compliance. Have you incinerators? Have you RO plants? Have you got good STPs? So cleaning, this is all part of cleaning. How are you cleaning? What is the dust control levels? What is the micron of plastics that you're using there? Into compliance, which is very, very important as part of the company, overall company. So that's a challenge. Challenge in the term, it's very positive challenge that if you do it and you comply full, I don't know, I'm sure most of you know, some of you may not know, one of India's first ISO townships was made by me way back in 2007, 2008. Tata and me joined together. I don't know who was first, me or Tata. One of us was the first ISO 14,001, 9,001 townships in the country, which is till today. CPB still have the certificate in 2007. So that made us comply to all the rules. That is one point. The next point I got is, if the company is fully ESG compliant or they do ESG initiatives, township also has to do it. Let us say company is investing in solar. Township also has to invest in solar. Company is doing ZLD, zero liquid discharge. Factory is doing, because generally industrial townships are close to the factory or the place of the plant or whatever process the companies are doing. If they are doing green belt, that also applies to the township. So ESG becomes a very, very important part of the township. And the third part of ESG becomes even more important in terms of the township, especially in industrial cleaning and overall, because governance comes and plays a very important part. Anybody can come and audit, anybody can come and look at what is happening at this point of time. Also, the challenges are, because we are bound by a corporate, we have cost, we have approvals, we have to be cost conscious, we cannot be lavish, but at the same time, the townships have to be elegant, the township has to be full, and they have to be very, very good. And the last thing at this point of time, I will tell you before we go to the next subject is, whenever you are between a township and a workplace, let us say we have a factory and a township, two things are there together. Management will always look at production, shutdowns, taking care of shutdowns, XYZ in the plant premises, in the production and the manufacturing process. Unless there is a major requirement like COVID or there is a water shutdown, XYZ. But in general, suppose today I cannot go and tell I want 6 cinema theaters in the township. They will say we'll do one by one next year. But the plant wants something that is more important, that takes a priority. So the person who manages the township from the FM side or from the administration side put forth his activities in such a way that he has to balance himself to maintain the cleaning of the township in the very way. And many townships in India today, the challenge today, because many of the townships are almost 20 to 25 years old, of all the big companies of the blue chip. Let us say Mahindra, let us say Reliance, let us say Adani, let us say Tata, let us say any big company you take, all are 25 years old. So aging is a big problem with the industrial cleaning. And many of the townships are still not got on to full mechanization. So this is a challenge that we have to take it and go forward. The mitigations to this we will talk in the next round. So I'll stop here. And Mona, if you want to add on something.
So
Mona, come together.
and Ralph has given up his
We'll go.
Yeah, Ranjit, you want to add?
Fairly, everybody has spoken on this mechanization, and there's a lot of scope to be done. And to all the panelists, I'm telling you, there is a lot of scope that can take. Many townships have already started doing a lot and reaping the benefits of what's happening, especially larger townships. But now it's a lot of impetus for less headache, more effectiveness, good quality, and systematic process of cleaning to be done. So I strongly recommend that mechanization should be one big step that should be used in all the townships, coupled with automation and digitalization. So what CP was just saying, mechanization, if only the vehicles move, then to go and get report again, you have to do manual activity. If it can be automated, that means if you can find out where, like a good, the latest machines are there, it will find where the dirt is, it can go and clean. So it can be automated and it can digitalize itself to send reports, send activities, send various photos, elements, and MIS, then the whole process becomes very, very effective. So this is our take, and I am strongly urging that all townships should go to this level of MAD, of mechanization, automation, and digitalization, manage any township effectively in the interest of the residents who are the prime internal customers for any township, and the management and the internal big stakeholders of any township. So, Mona, can we get to the next subject? Do you have any question?
No, just one thing.
We're talking on smart elements for townships, for cleaning, industrial cleaning for townships. Who wants to take that? Or
yeah, sure.
It's open to anybody.
to the end of our session, so we'll take the last subject. Session is take giveaways to the people who are listening to us, so that they can implement what, from our experiences, what we have learned and what is something that they can implement. So the last point we want to take, what are the smart initiatives that we can take in, smart initiatives that can be taken in any township industrial cleaning, overall cleaning, gamut of cleaning. So if anybody wants to add a few, please panelists add, and I will close it as the last word. Say what all we can do in a township to make it smart. And many people hear this can actually implement back in their townships and their areas of work and make the townships better, effective, and efficient. So I open it to the panel. Anybody can talk about any smart initiatives that you have experienced or that you feel can be introduced in the townships. Smart. Yeah.
Mona has been pointing to the wall.
Yeah. Anybody else? Ranit, you want to add something?
Yeah.
Last
So apart
words. So smart townships are the way to be today, with a lot of people who are already in the market doing a lot of specialization in these areas. So instead of a company trying to do itself, there are a lot of specialist activities that are there. So first point, I think everybody's covered the entire waste management. So let us say Mona has come to my place earlier, 20 years back. We started a complete in-house waste management team. Today experts have come where we could earn something like 50 lakh rupees per year just on waste processing and waste through the waste. We converted into something called, it's on YouTube. Anybody can go and see or reach out to me, I can tell you. Completely waste, zero waste. So from paper to plastic to kitchen waste to wet waste to everything can be complete. So that's a good point of the smart township. Second is clean air. Air needs to be always in a good quality. AQI should be at the highest level. So one of the best things to bring cleanliness to air is two things. One is, of course, the plantation of various types of trees, flora, fauna in the township, which makes the township clean and green. Second is covering all areas like which are giving effluents into the township, open drains, dustbins, nalas, any kind of open area should not be allowed to be there. So the air will never get polluted, and use of humidifiers, air purifiers, fragrant air revolutions in closed spaces, which will help clean air. The third is ZLD, zero liquid discharge. Again, something which we did, I did about 20 years ago. Not one single drop of water or discharge was left out. Today it is become very strong, and there are n number of very, very strong agencies who can bring and save every single water or liquid that is discharged from the township to make it productive. The next is a smart township largely promotes the following no's: no paper waste, no plastic waste, no digital, no cash, complete digital management, no dustbin in the township, no use of or less use of fuel emitting vehicles, mobility. So if you manage these 5 things, for example, for internal movements, if somebody can put EV vehicles, not for external movement, within the township movement, like for example, in this present township, I have put golf carts to ferry people around. So then we keep these 5 no's are very important. There are few more no's, but I am talking with related to cleaning. So no paper, no plastic, because these are heavy pollutants. No cash is another pollutant, and no very good mobility, and no to any kind of open things. The next point that I would like to say is discipline and employee welfare should be at the height in cleaning. If we take all the residents on board, instead of one agency or one department doing it, like CP or Ranit or me or Nilesh doing it, if all the residents can be part of this cleaning initiative, it will be the best example in any smart township that can sustain, just like in many good countries, developed countries. For example, if you take Canada or you take some parts of US, not all parts, some parts of Europe, amazing collaboration between the citizens and the country and the people, which will enable a smart township to come up. The next element is, of course, use of AI and IoT and all the digitalization which you have told, which everybody knows about it. The next is management of complete. This rain is the most difficult period of any township for cleaning. Any manager's nightmare is when the monsoons happen and the drains are not good and the road becomes slushy. For example, I have got n number of peltaforum trees. I don't know if you know peltaforum, with the yellow flowers, big trees. During the rain, if there is flower and it falls on the ground, with that rain, it will become a messy carpet. And to clean that is very... So rain harvesting, management of rain management, rain cleaning management, and deployment of perfect resources will be also a smart township. Implementation of MAD, which I already told you, mechanization, automation, digitalization, all areas including lawn cleaning, pre-cutting, waste management, sweeping, facade cleaning, everything can be done from this. The next point is cameras, intelligent surveillance materials that can bring about alarms, alerts, automatic sensors, sensor-based management to develop cleaning. Every forum I tell this, Delhi airport, which we used to manage before I was part of the GMR group, 26,000 sensors were there to keep the air clean in Terminal 3. So these are some of the surveillance materials that can come up and help to automate all this. And the last, which Ranit told, to make the air clean and the area quite healthy, use of renewable energy through various forms. One which he example he told was use of solar, but use of many other non-fossil based energy will help. For example, pipe gas. I am not saying it's a non-fossil, but pipe gas instead of cylinder gas will give a cleaner environment. So use of better fuel efficient activities, especially renewable energies, can bring a lot of activity. Today we have this much time. Otherwise, the subject we can go on speaking for one full day. I will stop here, and I hope all of us and the people who listen to us and the people who are going to listen to us had some great learnings. I thank each one of the panel members, CP Singh, Ranit Chakraborty, Nilesh, for a wonderful co-chairing of this session. And big thanks to Kirtana Sundar for making this happen and recording this entire proceedings in the best manner. And over and all above, the boss of this entire session, Mona, who has been here and driving cleaning in India to a great level for the past 22 years. 22 years? 27 years? No, we will not guess your age, don't worry. No, we can't hear you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
20 years now. So amazing, and big thanks to Mona and great